Hi, good
Morning.
morning.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Rinpoche.
morning, good morning. Okay, everything good? The sound, everything good?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly, Muchila.
Okay, okay, we will start now. Jonjo Bardo Dane Gyabso Je Daye Jinzo Yebe Zanam Gen Benjire Zange Jobar Ge Jen Zoye Jonam La Chanju Bardo Dane Gyabso Je Daye Jinzo Yebe Zanam Ge Cholam Benjire Zange Jobar Okay, Mandala. Zai Jimbe Choi Jimendon Tamai Jirabai Leche Nyende Oige Boindem Sangi Shindon Mendala Gamne Yandaraya. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So we will continue from where we left last week, which is on the practice of the talk of the Chö offering, which is also known as the Kusali's offering as well. So we will continue on that one. So we talk about the Kusali offering. So basically, this is on the subject of gathering merit, accumulating the merit. So one point of accumulating merit in great amount is to make the mandala offering. So when you make the mandala offering, you are offering external things like grain of rice, food, gold, silver, etc. And then, which is the external kind of offering. Then you can also offer, you have the external offering and then inner offering, such as your own Dharma practices, this and that. And then now we also have a more secret offering, which is your own body, etc. So which is also a part of practice as well. All are the target is to gain merit, accumulate great amount of merit in order to become enlightened. Yeah, the Kusali, the offering is something that you can practice on its own without this. Right now, what we are doing is the Wondru practice. So even without the Wondru practice, on its own, by its own, you can do the Kusali offering. But since this is a great amount, this is a very effective way to accumulate merit. It is an extra or added practice upon the accumulation of merit. So that's why it's added on top of the mandala offering. This was also added. Yeah. So as we talked last week, so Kusali is generally translated as beggar, the beggar's offering. So kusali tsok is offering. I told you tsok actually means to please, to to delight, because tsok is the Tibetan translation of the word puja or puja, that which in Sanskrit means to please, to delight. So in order to delight the guru, in order to delight the deities, we engage in the talk offering, talk practice. And so there are many ways to offer talk, like material things like food, etc. And the best one is, of course, to offer your own body. The most effective one is to offer your own body, because this is something that truly belongs to you. Everything else is actually belong to someone else. You are so by offering your own body, this is the most effective way to accumulate merit. So kusali has been translated in Tibetan as the beggar. So even though the literal meaning of the word kusali can be different, it may not necessarily be beggar. But anyway, in Tibetan, it's translated as beggar because a true practitioner, someone who practices the Dharma, which doesn't have any possession of this world. So because that person does not have any means to purchase this or that, so the only thing that he can offer is his own body. So that's why a true practitioner is sometimes called a beggar. So a beggar can be understood as a true practitioner in this way. So the literal translation of the word kosali does not mean beggar in the Sanskrit word kosali. Whether it's a real Sanskrit word or not, that is also debatable. But in any case, it does not literally mean a beggar. But because a Dharma practitioner doesn't have any means in general, so therefore, a serious Dharma practitioner, here we are referring to a hermit who lives in the mountains, lives very simply, like that. So that kind of person is similar to a beggar. So that's why it's called a beggar's offering. So anyway, this is not a scholars meeting. So you actually want to know how to practice, right? So this is nothing to do with the scholarly meeting. So therefore, we will not go into the detail about this. So mainly now I will go back to what I said last week about the Kusali offering. I will just do a brief overview of what I just went last week. So the thing is to offering of the basically you're offering your own body, and by doing so you are practicing non-attachment. You are learning how to let go. Mm. So I believe that you have the pictures that I've shared with you last week. So I believe you have that with you. So there was the picture of the Troma Namo or the Krotakali. Then we have the picture of the letter hung and the uh, short A. So if you have those pictures, just remember those things, okay? Then basically what we are visualizing is that within your body, so there are three channels: the central channel and the right channel and the left channel. Central channel is blue, the right channel is red, and the left channel is blue. Lalana, Rasana, and so the central is called Avaduti, right is called Lalana, and left is called Rasana. So anyway, so the main point is there are three main channels in the body, within the body. So think of the channel like a straw. When you drink like Pepsi or Coke, you have a straw. So there's a straw, similar to a straw, there's a channel within your body. Um, it's at the central channel. The central channel is the size of a baby's little finger. Okay, little finger of a small baby. So maybe like the boba tea. People drink the boba tea. Maybe the boba tea, the straw, maybe size like that. A little bit smaller than that. A little bit smaller, like that kind of thing is good. So basically, within your heart, the central channel connects from the private part, the genitalia, male genitalia or female genitalia, from the private part all the way up to the crown, all the way up to the top of your head. Okay, so basically you visualize your mind, which appears in the form of Krotakali or Tromanamo, shoots not from the genitalia, but from the heart, okay? It shoots from the heart all the way up through your crown and to the space, like that. So the Krothakali shoots right from your heart all the way through your crown. It shoots right away. Then the image of the Krothakali you have with you already. So she's holding a skull cup, a cup made from skull, which is filled with blood in her left hand. In her right hand, she has a curved dagger or a knife. So when you mention the word, so basically there is the special prayer or the chanting, right? So within the chanting, you will come to a point where you recite the word, where you pronounce the word pet, like that. So when you say the word pet, the Troma Namo shoots from your head through your. It starts, which is staying by your heart to signify your mind. So she shoots from your crown all the way up to the space. And the moment Troma Namo comes out of your body to your head, that is because Troma Namo at that time is none other than your mind. So basically at that time your mind and the body separates. So when the mind exits the body becomes a corpse. You are basically dead. And then the Troma Namo, which is your own mind, looks at the old body. Old body means the corpse, which is lying down. So at that time, she exits, which is Troma Namo is none other than your own mind. So at that time, she looks at the body, and then the body is actually as big as the three that last week we talked about the three types of universe. So it's the size. So I think of it as a very, very, very big size. So what happens is the curved knife on the right side of Troma Namo touches the tip of your head, and then that moment, just by touching it, your body, the head and the body were severed. They were separated. The corpse, the head is clipped away from the body, and then Troma Namo touches the dagger into the body and throws the body into the skull cup. Now the body is the size of 3 billion universe, as we talked about last time. The first billion universe, second billion universe. Then the body that is being put into the skull cup is also the size of 3 billion universe, and the skull cup is also the size of a 3 billion universe. So if that's too hard to imagine, just think of something huge like a mountain. The body is the size of a mountain. The skull cup is the size of a mountain. And then you put the the body, old body or the corpse into the skull cup and then boil it. So the most important now is to think of important thing is that skull cup is now placed on 3 skull heads, 3 head of a human head, like a fireplace, right? 3 skull heads. That skull head is also the size of a universe, a mountain size, very big. So on bottom of the skull cup, there is the short A. So short A sounds like a letter, but it's not a letter. It's actually just like one line, one straight line, similar to the letter I in English. So the top is but the difference is the top is a little bit thick, and then when it goes to the bottom, it's become slimmer and slimmer. Yeah, like that. So that is the letter short A. It's the short A. So this is a secret kind of identification. It's called short A, but it's not A. But then just the name was given short A. So this usually you have to learn through a guru. But here it's already, in the book, it's already drawn in the picture. In the original book, it is not drawn in the picture. You have to learn from the guru. But now it's made public, so anybody can learn without the guru. So on the bottom, there's a short A, which is the in red color, which is symbolism for fire. Then on the top of the skull cup, there is the letter hung. That hung is the symbolism for nectar. Huh? So what you are doing is you're reciting the mantra Om Ahung, Om Ahung, Om Ahung. So as you recite the mantra Om Ahung, the short A at the bottom of the skull cup starts to burn, and that sizzles make the skull cup, which is filled with your corpse, sizzle, it's boiling, something like that. And then that boiling, the steam goes up to the letter hung above the skull cup, and then it draws the nectar, the energies of the nectar into the skull cup, which is filled with the corpse. Then the important thing is letter Om Ah Hum. So these three letters have different functions. The letter Om Ah Hum, right? The letter Om removes all the impurities. The letter A makes it unlimited, non-stop, multiply to infinity, non-stop, unlimited. Yeah, the letter Hung turns it into pure nectar, pure ambrosia, the pure nectar from something that's negative. Basically, it's your body, your old body, which is filled with all the impurities, everything. Impurities are dissolved by the letter Om, then turned into unlimited amount by letter A, and then turned into a pure nectar by the letter Hum. Hum. The Hum transform into nectar here. Here, the word nectar means here, in this case. Here, the nectar, the Hum transform into nectar. Nectar here means that anything that you desire. So if you are thirsty, it becomes something to drink. If you desire for wine, turns into, it tastes, it feels, it appears, everything like wine. If you want meat, it turns into meat. If you want carrot, it turns into carrot. Whatever you desire. If you want peace of mind, after the letter Hung transform into peace of mind. So basically, it will turn into anything that you desire. This is what nectar means here. Yeah. So up to this part we covered last week. So now today we start something, and this is where we start today. I didn't go into much detail about what I said here. So today I will go a little bit detail. Last week I just covered very briefly. So now visualize in the sky in the sky above you, visualize the silk cushion, like a seat made from very comfortable seat, cushion from silk or whatever, very, very comfortable seat. On that seat is sitting your precious guru, your perfect teacher, your peerless teacher sitting there. And on top of him, on top of him means above him, above your guru sits his guru. Then above him, his guru, like basically the lineage masters. And around the guru and the lineage master is surrounded by all the yidam or the deities. The deities of particularly this practice, like Toma Namo deities, and then many other deities like Tara, Jerisi, etc., etc. So when I say above you, it's important to think that you means Krotakali, okay? You are not that body. That body is already a corpse. You are already dead from your previous life. So now you are already in the Krotakali form. And that above the Krotakali, which is boiling the skull cup filled with your old body, now above her is all these glorious masters and the deities. And last week we talked about the 4 types of guests that we offered this to. Now we will go into more detail. So basically, you offer to all the Buddha, the teachers, and then the deities, which is part of the what we call the guest above guest. Then also we offer to the Dharma protectors. So within the Dharma protector, there are 2 kinds. So some Dharma protector are above, some Dharma protector are below. So the above Dharma protector we call them the wisdom Dharma protector, which means those Dharma protector which has already reached the Arya Arya Bhumi level. So basically, they are all Arya Bodhisattvas or have gone beyond the samsaric world. So these are known as the wisdom Dharma protectors. So these are the above Dharma protectors living above. So then there's a Dharma protector known as Dharma protectors constrained by their karmic fate. So basically, these are actually very evil people, evil spirits, evil men, women doing bad, negative thing, harming people. Then they were subdued by great masters, great yogis. In Tibet, most of those evil um, people were subdued by Padmasambhava, Guru Rinpoche, and then they were subdued, and then they were, put into the Dharma practice, and then put into protect the Dharma. They were, what do you call? They were given the task of protecting the Dharma. So they were, many of them are actually known as Dharma protector, constrained by their fate, not necessarily Dharma protector of the wisdom level Dharma protector. They are not necessarily wisdom level Dharma protector, but Dharma protector by fate. So then below the skull, so this is something a little bit different from general practices. Okay, uh, generally the karmic Dharma protectors are offering given below, but here the Dharma protectors and the Buddhas, the offerings were given above. The four guests. The first one is the enlightened beings. The second one is the Dharma protectors, right? So the first two guests, Dharma protectors and the enlightened beings, they were offering was above the skull cup. So basically, what happens is you already purify everything in the skull cup, and the skull cup is now purified and is containing the nectar. It's turned into anything that you desire, all the good things. So skull cup is held like this in the left hand, right? Mm. So then, skull cup is held in the left hand. Then, uh, above the skull cup, the offerings are made to the enlightened beings and the Dharma protectors. Below the skull cup, the offerings are made to the sentient beings and the people to whom you have karmic debt, whom you owe karmic debt. So we have four guests, remember: enlightened beings, Dharma protectors, sentient beings, and people who owe karmic debt. So the first one is the white feast for the guest above. Guest above is the enlightened beings and the Dharma protectors. So when when you make the offerings to them, how they take the offerings. So the enlightened beings, their tongue is called the Vajra tongue. Vajra, hollow tongue. Their tongue actually, their tongues actually has they can transform their tongue their tongues can be very long, can stretch very long, and has a hollow inside, like a pipe, like a straw. And that straw, that hole can draw the essence of any offerings that is being made. So it's called a Vajra hollow tongue. So the enlightened beings take the offerings as such. They take the offerings with their hollow tongue. So, for example, when we drink something or eat something, we have to drink the actual physical object. We have to drink water. If we want to quench our thirst, we have to drink the physical water. If we want to eat, let's say, this grape, I have to put this grape in my mouth in order to get the taste and the essence, everything. But for the enlightened beings, they don't have to take the physical um, object, item. Uh, so they use the Vajra tube or the Vajra tongue, which has a tube inside. So they stretch it all the way to wherever you are making the offering. It doesn't matter, 10,000 kilometer, 10 billion kilometer, doesn't matter. Then it takes the essence. So if you look at the object that you're offering, whether it's a fruit or a dumpling or it's a noodle soup or juice, whatever, all the physical appearance will still remain there, but the essence where that is being offered will be taken by the enlightened beings. So when they take the essence, they take a very tiny bit. Essence means essence, right? You need just a small bit, and the remainder is still left there. And once they've taken the essence, and the remainder is actually blessed by the enlightened beings, and so therefore that the leftover, after you make the offerings to the triple gem or the enlightened beings, the leftover is actually considered very, very, very sacred, very holy blessing. So this is a difference. It's a clash of it's a difference in culture, I guess. I see that in Tibetan culture, when we invite some teacher like Rinpoche or great masters, they come to our house. Then we make the offering to them, and whatever the remaining their leftover is considered very precious. And then whatever is left over, we divide among all the devotees, and we really, really enjoy. We really, really feel so blessed. So, for example, when His Holiness would come to, arrive somewhere, then we everybody fight to get a small bit of the leftover like that. But then I see that even though in other cultures, even in in other culture meaning even in the predominantly Buddhist cultures, even though they are very devout, very much respect the Buddha Dharma and the teacher, everything, but when they don't really eat, they don't really rush for the teacher's leftover, because they think it's kind of like unhygienic, dirty like that. So anyway, in Tibetan culture, we really, really, really the leftover of a teacher is considered like very, very precious. Yeah. Not just the leftover food. Like when His Holiness comes to our monastery or whatever, then when he leaves, everybody try to see his room. So we go to his room, because he stayed there for a couple hours, couple days, whatever. So there's still that much the presence, the blessing is there. So the bed where he slept is has the warm sort of blessing there. So we try to touch our head there, try to get some blessing, and so the slippers that he wear is kind of fresh. So we try to put it on our head. So basically, we try to in the past we also go to the restroom, in the toilet, and we try to we drink the water that he used in the bathroom. People will say it's dirty, unhygienic, whatever, whatever. But I remember, like when I was a kid, we would still do that. And of course, it's a different story nowadays, right? Everywhere. But in any case, we have like that kind of belief, very, very strong faith. Yeah. There was a story of one gentleman, one elderly man. When I was young, when I was very small, I met one elderly man. He comes to see me, and he loves to talk to me. He really, really take care of, he really, really, how to say, really loves me, that elderly man. Then I don't know, right? Then he said, he kept telling me all the time. So when he was in Tibet, long time ago, that time he has no kid, and he's worried for his future, like his future generation, no kid right there. And then one time, uh, he, his guru came to see him. And then his guru, because he was already a little bit old by that time, when he came from Tibet, already he's 60 something. So around that time, his guru got some candies from overseas, because in Tibet we don't have candy like toffee candy, we don't have that. So his guru got some candies, and so he gave a box of candy to him. So he was reaching the feet of his guru and asking him for a son, for good money, whatever, I don't know, right? He's asking for different things. And then the guru just smiled at him and gave him a box of candies. And when he got the candy, he was really unimpressed, because he was asking for money, for long life, for kids, all this thing. And then the guru just gave him some candies, and he was a little bit how do you say, frustrated at that time, he said. Then later, okay, in that box there is about, I think, 10 or I don't know, 12 or 10, I don't remember exactly. So there's an amount of candy in there. So later when he came to India, then that is the exact amount of kids that he had. And he keeps saying that that his guru gave him those kids.
Yeah.
The candy is a sign for the kids that he was blessed with.
Yeah.
So that's why so when he saw me, he was very happy, and he always tells me about that story like that. Yeah. There was also the story of, when Milarepa came to look for Marpa, he didn't know who Marpa is, how he looked like, anything. And then Marpa also knows that some very potential student is coming to see him, so he pretends to plow the field. He walked in the field, even though Marpa is a great Lord Sava, great scholar and respected by all the people. But he pretended to be a farmer, and Milarepa met him there and then told him, I want to meet Marpa. He said, okay, I don't know who this Marpa guy is, but just, work on my field and then drink the wine, and then maybe go to the end of this road. That's where my house is. Then I will help you find Marpa. So the long story short, when Marpa came to Milarepa after that, sorry, Milarepa went to see Marpa after finishing the field, and Marpa said, "What did you do?" And he said, "Okay, I just like you told me, I finished the farm and I drink all of the wine." And the Marpa said, "You did good. You did exactly what I told you to. So you completed all the work, which means you complete the instruction. And then you also drink the all of the wine bottle. That means you will get all that learning, the teaching that I have, you will also receive them, because you did all the work and you also enjoyed all the drink. That means you will complete everything like that." So basically, the connection with the guru and the student, or the reaction between the guru and the student from the student's side, intention, reaction, action, and the guru's side, they all, even though they seem very trivial, very um, what do you call it? Minor, but they really have you know great meaning, deep meaning behind. Yeah. So now to conclude, conclude means to wrap it up. So basically, by offering that, the enlightened beings were delighted, and whatever broken samaya connection you have, like whatever instructions, rules that you have broken with your guru, with the Buddha, with the Sangha, it's being purified. And the same goes with the deities. So whatever instructions that you have failed to commit to with Jerisik, with Tara, after making this offering, they are delighted, and whatever broken samaya, whatever misunderstanding or miscommunication there is between you and the deity, you and the teacher, is being fixed that way. So therefore, it's a very effective way to accumulate merit. So this is for the guest above the skull. Now for the guest below the skull, if you are very confident in your visualization, in your visualizing as the deity, then visualize yourself as Troma Namu herself, and then from your heart shines the activity performing dakinis in white, red, yellow, green, and different colors. So the dakinis come out, and then they fulfill the wishes of the sentient beings, and they will fulfill the wishes of clear all the debts between the you and the people who you owe the debt with. The two below guests. Remember? So like that. If you are less experienced, if you don't have the experience, if you are less confident in your practices, don't visualize the five dakinis, the dakinis of different activity shining from your heart, but instead uh, use the skull cup in your left hand, then throw the water, scatter, throw the water to the guests below. The guests below means the six realms of the sentient being world, and then the people to whom you owe that. So you throw you shower them with the nectar. You don't visualize yourself as um, even though you are visualizing yourself as the Dakini, you don't send out you are visualizing yourself as Toma Namo, but you're not sending the Dakinis from your heart. You are instead showering them from the skull cup with the nectar. So when you make this kind of offering, when the enlightened beings take the essence and also the nectar is being showered of the sentient beings below, that's called the white offering above and white offering below. And then we also have you are offering not just the essence, but you can offer, as I said before, the nectar can turn into clothes for those who don't have clothes, or can be food for people who don't eat, who are hungry, etc. Uh, of course, the enlightened beings, they are not hungry or anything like that. But you can imagine a variety of offerings being offered to um, the enlightened beings above, and then to the non-enlightened beings below. So the white offering means offering the essence. Then the variable offering. So this is called the variable offering, variegated offering. So basically, it's a offering of different kind. The offerings transform into different things that they need or desire. That's called a variegated offering. So this is being offered in such a way. So there's a difference between white offering and mixed offering. Mixed offering here means anything that they desire. So, so when you make the different kind of offerings, so as I said earlier, the offering turns by making the offering that you're offering your body, the Buddhas or the deities were delighted, and whatever broken connection you have with them is being repaired. Whatever that and like that. And the same goes with the people who owe you, who you owe your debt, karmic debt to. So when you make the offerings, to the below being sentient beings, people who you owe your life, who want to take your life, who want to shorten your life, that gets sorted out. People who want to take your wealth, people who want to you owe your wealth to them because you took their wealth in your previous life. So in this lifetime, you owe them your wealth, your life, your partner, this and that. So whatever karmic debts that you owe to that person is being cleared. If you do this practice properly, whatever karmic debts you owe to a certain person will be cleared. So when you are making the offering below, it's important because we don't know who we owe to whom, what we owe to which person, we don't know. So therefore, when we are making the offering to the below guest, the sentient beings and the karmic dead people, imagine that you are offering legs to whom you owe a leg. The person who doesn't have a leg, who's limping, maybe that limping is that the cripple. The cripple who doesn't have a leg is caused by you in the past. You don't know. So therefore, you give them legs. The nectar turns into the legs for them. The person who cannot see, turn it into eyesight for him. Then who cannot hear, it becomes the hearing. People who are lacking in funds, no money. Maybe it's because you caused that in the past life. You never know. So therefore, whatever debt you owe, you don't know to whom what you owe. So imagine that, okay, transform this into wealth, transform this into health, transform the nectar into a long life, that transform the nectar into clothes, that transform the nectar into eyesight, etc., etc. So basically, you have to expand your imagination to the farthest, to the wildest. So in general, so we talk about the Kusali talk. So this one is known more popularly as the Chö offering. Okay, the Chö practice. Sorry, the Chö practice. So in general, Chö practice, there is the offering, white offering, the variegated offering, the mixed offering, and the red offering and the black offering. So there are 4 types of offering. But here during the Ngondro practice, we only practice the white and the mixed offering. No black and white offering practiced. In general, you have 4, but for the Ngondro, only 2 applied. So now I'll read into this. I will read the book a little bit. So here, Pedro Rinpoche is talking about so what the Chö is, what the misconception of Chö is, what is really Chö in this and that. So during his time in Tibet, that time Chö is very popular, but the Chö practitioner, the so-called Chö practice is very popular. But then a lot of people, he says, Pedro Rinpoche says, the people who think who the so-called Chö practitioner, they think Chö. Okay, that word chö in Tibetan means to slice, to cut, to slice. So they think it is to a lot of, and then the chö practitioner usually they go to the cemetery where people burn the corpse. So they practice there. So people who want to become a professional chö practitioner, they usually they train themselves in the cemetery where so there is a misconception among people that the chö practitioners are like kind of a very powerful kind of black magic kind of thing, and then they deal with the demons and they slice the demon, cut the demon, and so on and so forth. That's the misconception during Pedro Rinpoche's time. And Pedro Rinpoche is saying it's not about slicing the demon, slaying the demon, cutting the demon. It's not about a demon slayer or, not something like that. Even though this is how it's believed, that's not the case. So a lot of people practice Chö. The practice of Chö is very powerful. Once you train in the Chö practice, and once you complete that, then you can actually go and do some sort of I don't know, slaying the demon, right? Get rid of. You can do that. What I mean is, you have the ability to do that. But people think after they train in the church, they think like they're kind of a demon slayer. They're like the henchman of the king of death, right? So then they go and try to fight with all the demons, this and that, and then they take money from people or whatever, the thing. So Pedro Rinpoche was saying that people who think you can destroy the demons without any practice of compassion and bodhicitta, this is truly wrong. Of course, because after you train in the Chö practice, with some practice, of course, you can destroy many small kind of demons. But if a real fierce demon, like a very strong demon comes, then there is no way you can destroy them. Instead, you will be, you will be destroyed by the demon. So a lot of time, those kind of demon slayer, Chö practitioner, they become like what do you call paralyzed, and they cannot speak. Like that. Whatever spell they throw at the demon comes back at them, and then they get attacked themselves like that. So therefore, it's important to know the real meaning of Chö. So it's true that in the Chö practices, there's a mention of something called demon, slaying the demon, cutting the demon, severing, severing the demon. It's true. But the so-called demon that the Chö is referring to, it's not an external demon like angry monster out there. Of course, there's demon out there, but this is not the demon that it's talking about. So the demon that the Chö is referring to, when they say slice the head of the demon, cut the demon, the demon that the Chö practice is referring to is what we call the delusion of the self, or basically the self-grasping attitude, our self-centric attitude. That is basically selfishness or the self-centric attitude. Me. So that thing is what it's referring to as the demon of all the demons, and that has to be severed. That has to be cut, sliced off. So basically, it's telling us to let go of our attachment to the grasping of the self. So basically, okay. So Maji Labdrin, the consort of Patamba Sangye, who is the one who bring the Chö to Tibet, Maji Labdrin. So she says, demon Chö. So this is page number 303, the meaning of Chö. There is the tangible demon, there is the intangible demon, and the demon of exaltation, and the demon of conceit, delusion. All of them come to the demon of conceit. And conceit here, delusion here, is the delusion of a self-arising, truthfully existing self. That is the demon of conceit. Once again, Majid Labdin says, so in the text, they talk about the many spirit, wild spirit, powerful spirit, like that. So many spirit means conceptions. Powerful spirit means belief in a self. So this is different with believing in yourself, okay? Like, normally in our conversation, normal conversation, we say, hey, you have to believe in yourself, right? This is a different, here the self is a different self. Then the wild spirit means thoughts. I will explain what thoughts are. So destroy those three spirits, the many spirit, the powerful spirit, and the wild spirit. That is an adept or professional practitioner of the Chö. So here, concept here means conventional thoughts about, being worried about your name, your fame. Basically, we call that the eight worldly dharmas. Basically, you are happy when someone says nice about you. When someone says bad about you, are unhappy. Actually, what they say doesn't make anything, doesn't matter anything to you. But when you hear someone say, if really someone saying bad thing about you matters, then you should feel bad even if you don't know that someone is saying bad to you. But you will feel bad only when you know that someone is saying bad about you. That means it's all in here, right? If really, in reality, someone talking bad about Tongkhor Rinpoche really affects me, then I should feel bad when someone is saying that they're saying something bad about me and I don't know it, right? But I feel bad only when I know, when I'm aware that someone is saying bad about Tongkhor Rinpoche. That means it's only in my mind, not out there, not reality. So the many spirits means concept, the first line. So concept here is the belief in or grasping in the eight worldly dharmas, basically being moved by what people say, what people think, the conventional world, conventional reality. Powerful spirit, the second line means belief in a self. Here the self means self-centric attitude. I will explain this maybe sometime next time because too much explanation, okay? So powerful spirit basically means a self-centric attitude or selfishness. Yeah. Then the wild spirit means wild thoughts. So basically, now you are no more cared about what other people say. You no more have the attachment to yourself, like strong like other people. But still, in your Dharma practice, you're not sure what to do. Maybe this is better practice. Maybe this is better than this. Maybe this is better than that. So you're still unsure. You're hopping from one place to another, and you are just kind of like roaming around, not getting the essence. Yeah, that is the wild spirit. So basically, these three spirit or spirit here also in Tibetan, it's the word used is demon. In English, they use the word spirit. Anyway, so these three demons, the many demon, the powerful demon, the wild demon, is these are the demons that the Chö practitioner has to destroy, not the external demon with the horn or fangs like that. So therefore, Milarepa says, so there's the Milarepa when he become famous as a teacher, whatever, he is seen as a great singer. Milarepa sings a lot of songs. There's something called 100,000 songs or ballads of Milarepa. So Milarepa, this is a very famous Milarepa song. So he is singing this song. He's having a conversation with the demon, the ogres of the rock. Ogre means demon, okay? So ogres of the rock, it's a female demon. demon of the rock. She lives up in the Rocky Mountain. So she and Milarepa are having a conversation in the form of song. Okay, so this is how the song goes like that. So the demon is very powerful, very scary, and scares everybody. You know, people are very scared of the demon. But then she come to Milarepa, and he's not scared of her. And then she was like, "Why are you not scared of me?" Right? And then Milarepa sings the song. Right? So my voice is not good enough to sing it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he said, Milarepa said, "I'm not scared of you, because my belief in I, the self attitude, self-centric attitude, my selfishness is stronger than you, demon. So therefore, my attachment to myself, I'm so attached to myself. So my attachment to myself, my negative emotions are stronger than you. That's why I'm not afraid of your demon." Then he said, my concept here means my conventional thought, like what people will think about me, what they say, this and that, all the positive, negative, blah, 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 like that. These things, my thoughts are more numerous, more number than you. You are just one, and my thoughts are tens of thousands. So therefore, I'm stronger. And then my thoughts and my thoughts, right? My thoughts here means my conviction to the practice is all spoiled by habits, by negative habits. So because of my negative habit, I'm not doing my Dharma practice properly. And my not doing Dharma practice properly is much stronger, much deeper than you, the demon. So basically, he's talking in negative, right? Of course, Milarepa has none of that. But in general, for people like us, we have strong attachment to ourselves. We have innumerable conceptual thoughts. We have our habits are always our actions are always dictated by our negative habits, etc. So Milarepa, of course, he is talking about us, but he said, "I'm not afraid of you, because I have this more stronger, more powerful, more deeper than you, oh demon," like that. Then the ogre, the demon, the demoness agree with Milarepa. So she said, she also sing back to Milarepa. She said, "If you don't know the demon, if you don't know the demons come from your own mind, then there will be more demon after me. So you destroy one demon, me, which is the ogre of the rock, the demon of the rock. So if you destroy me, another demon will come, another demon will come, as long as you don't know the demon comes from your own mind. I'm not going to leave just because you tell me to go." That's what he said. And then Jezumila again responded by saying, "Take a demon. If you think a demon is a demon, basically, if you think a demon is scary, because demon is considered scary. So if you think a demon as a demon, or if you think demon as a demon, or think of demon as something scary, then it will start harming you. If you know that the scariness of the demon, or the demon, it comes from your mind, then you'll be free from the demon. And if you realize that the demon, the concept of the demon itself, is essentially empty of inherent existence, basically it is emptiness, then the demon will be gone forever. It will be annihilated. So once again, to summarize, Pedro Rinpoche say, true practice is to eradicate, get rid of the belief in demons from the within, from inside, not to kill them or kill them, to kill or to trash or to beat, or means some demon is outside there, and then you try to kill them. Of course, there are malevolent forces, there are violent forces out there, but it is not entirely from the external force. If you know how to do it, how to deal with it from inside, then the external demon will go automatically. So he said that in many religion, they talk, because in like a possession by spirit, demon, ghost, it's not just Buddhism. In Hinduism, Christianity, in all religion, they talk about ghosts, this and that, right? It's not unique to Buddhism. But what is unique to Buddhism is, in Buddhism, how to deal with demon. We don't deal with the demon by killing killing the demon, treating the demon as an external force and killing them outwardly. That's not how we deal with. We actually find the root of where the demon is being projected from, which is from within. And by by tackling the demon within, we will be able to tackle the demon outside. So Pedro Rinpoche once again warns us that people of today's age, this age, a lot of people today, they claim to be practitioner of Chö, even though they don't understand any of the point that just mentioned. And then they think, because they have the training, of course, of how to read and how to sing the Chö prayer and everything. So they believe by getting rid of the external demons, then they can actually get rid of the demons of forever. Then, in order to get peace of, in order to gain, I don't know, funds or whatever, they pretend, or they of course they pretend to see the ghost. They're like, hey, ghost, sit down, or like, stop harming my, because someone asked the Chö practitioner, the lama or the teacher, the Rinpoche, whatever, they ask him to, okay, my son is sick with possession, he's being taken by a spirit, whatever, and then they say, treat him, right? Then the lama pretends to see the ghost and say like, hey, get out of that son's body, because that son's, or the person who is sick is making offering to the teacher, to the I don't know, to the tantric, to the yogi, in quotation, the yogi, okay? So he's making the offering. So then in order to fulfill the wishes of that, so he pretend to see the yogi. So sorry, the yogi pretend to see the demon and then talk to the demon and then tell him to get out of the body, etc. Just basically, it's all an act, just a show. And by doing so, the spirits, the demons, which are usually hungry ghosts and other wandering spirit, they have small amount of magic. They have small amount of mind reading capabilities, and they can see that you are lying to people, and then they get more frustrated and they hunt you. Okay, the yogi, whoever is doing this kind of practice, and they hunt you, and they possess you, and then you end up saying, I am this ghost, I am the angel of the ancestor of this, and the dragon king, I don't know, whatever, right? You end up saying, doing all of this of crazy thing. Actually, you are now become the victim of the spirit which you are trying to destroy. So therefore, in a Tibetan, there's a saying that where is it? Oh yeah, the son fools the father while the enemies fool the son. That's like that. So Padmasambhava. So he said in this decadent. So whatever this thing is, Pedro Rinpoche says this is the sign of degenerate time, and Padmasambhava said, the great master of Odhiyana, he said, in the decadent age, male spirits will enter man's heart. Female spirits, spirit here refers to demons. So female demons will enter. In Tibetan, it's written as demon, but here in English, they're written just spirit, like to make it look nice. So female demons will enter women's heart. Male demons will enter men's heart. And goblins, basically monsters, will enter children's hearts. And the people who break the samaya, who break the tantric vows, etc., will enter the heart of the tantric practitioner, the clergy. Clergy means people who practice religion, like monks, like Rinpoches, this and that. There will be a spirit, there will be a demon in every single Tibetan's heart. So the last line, very last line, I want to conclude this. There's a last line, page number 307. He says, when all concepts of anything to be cut and anything to be do the cutting dissolve into the expanse of absolute reality, basically emptiness, where all things are equal in the sense that good, bad, good is also empty of inherent existence, bad is also empty of inherent existence. Buddha is also not truly existing. the demon is also not truly existing. Samsara is also not truly existing. Nirvana is also not truly existing. So when there's, in that sense, everything's equal. When you realize that, then the inner harmful spirit or the demon will be severed. At that time, it will be gone. And that is the sign that you have reached the ultimate state of practice. So I conclude here. So this is the end of the Kusali talk offering. And then if you have some question, I can take one or two question maybe. Yeah. The next lesson will be on Guru Yoga. It's a very important session, of course. So I don't think, we will be, we won't have a class next week. The week after that, we will have probably, I will update anyways. So the week after, so there will be no class this next week. So the week after that, we will have a class on Guru Yoga. Anyway, so we all know each other. We are all very close. So you can ask the question in the group chat. And I will leave it here for today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I conclude dedication, please. Inge wa di nyudo na lama sangye drupyuron gowa chi kyang ma lumba ke ge sa la ge bara shu chanchu semcho jembo je ma ge pa na ma ke gyuru ke ba nyamba me bara yang kone gondo be bara shu me me de jen jen je se je me ge be wai bo jan be de bo de jomo ze sang we da gan je ge be so ge on ga ba Loi son chai be shai blai soi wan dem. Loi son chai be shai blai soi wan dem. Okay, Tembe Nyingbo Zimbe Penga Shin Nama Do Gun La Jiangzhu Be Lobsang Xue Ye Jiamzhu Chogun Jingge Zhoden Tambara So Wan De.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you,
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Rinpoche
Miss Wang.
Lang.
Thank
Xin
you.
cảm
Thank you
ơn
so much,
Rinpoche,
Mr.
cảm
Hong.
ơn ban tổ chức và các đạo hữu,
Thank
quý
you,
đạo hữu.
everyone.